My country people, is your guest I'll be also known as Warimit Yankee. I want to take you on a quick story, then I'll give you the reason why I'm putting this story up and the lesson to learn. Like I said, I always like to use myself as e.g., for example, as my people will say, my Calabar people will say. Now, on a serious matter, yesterday I went to work in the city. God bless the people that work in the city. When you work in the city, when I first get here, I didn't understand why people drives and they're working in the city, they have to take the bus or the train. It didn't make sense until I came to understand it. If you work in the city, you cannot drive, especially because there's no parking. So it's better. So most of them leave their car in the train station and use the train. It's very safe. So America almost happened to me yesterday. Like I said, I have a reason why I am saying this, or I'm doing what I'm doing. Yesterday after work, because I work in the city the day before yesterday, so coming back yesterday, I have to use the train because no parking. Like I said, on a serious matter, no joke, I was scared to my teeth. What happened? Now, we are in the train. When I got into the train, there's a guy that sat not directly opposite me, not at the adjacent, that's what people will say, like 2 seats away from me. I'm sitting this way, he's sitting this way. Fine looking young man, fair. It's from, obviously it's from Dominican Republic or whatever. So I sat and the train started moving. I didn't notice the guy was crying. I noticed that I saw a figure of a guy wearing green jacket. I just noticed the figure. So I'm not used to entry train. So I immediately entered train. I started playing with my phone, try to check if there's network. Network lose, I'll come back. What I'm trying to say, I was not conscious of my environment. So before you sabi with the pride, it's not proud. I'm not used to it. I'm trying to get used to it, that when you get into the train, you're supposed to pay attention, check your environment. That's one lesson I learned. Now, so I was checking my phone, and when the train go into the tunnel, you lose network. So I raised my head and I noticed this fine looking, like I said, that guy should be like 22, 23 years old, fine looking, shaved, neat. I just look at him like, wow, as a mother, I just look at him, I remember my son, I smile. The next thing I saw, this guy that is putting on green, whatever, walked. When somebody is sitting and you stand over the person, everybody was watching. He just stood over the person. The next thing I heard was, why are you crying? Why are you crying? It didn't go down well with me because he was like raising his voice. The next thing, this guy that sat just brought out something like this, black. Boom, he just shoot it out. It was a long, sharp black knife. My heart nearly skipped. I've watched too many movies. I say, hey, American movie, what I put for my eye, God no go agree. What got into my head was like, suppose he stabbed this guy, and this guy is holding, the whole bread, and this guy started spraying. Immediately I remember my 2 children. I said, blood of Jesus. And there's this woman seated opposite me. You need to see this scared look on the woman's face and my face. Now, one thing I learned is I discovered why most people fall victim on all these things. Everybody was calm. The guy sat close to me, just brought out his phone, he was recording. Me when like to record. Would he consign me with that record? I won't die. I was just waiting for the train to stop. The next, I don't care whether I will jump out. And it is stopped, I think 86th Street. And boom! Me and that woman is like, or your man said, immediately the train marched. Boom! We ran out. And everybody was sitting. The one that amazed me is the girl that sat close to him. The girl was telling him to calm down. So he was telling the guy like, you get out here. I'm gonna waste you. Me worry picking go waste when you waste time. See, you don't know why. I was not scared. It's not Nigeria where police will come and carry everybody. No. I was scared because I don't know what this other guy is holding with him. And these people, once you stab this person and the person will want to spray and innocent people, that time of running and everything, Now there story that touches the gods will come. So at that time I need to flee. And this woman was black, so it was 2 of us that flee. So when we jump out from the tree, we saw the other guy came out from the other side. So he came there, so we entered the next cabinet. Now, you can imagine the hustling and bustling we go through here for you to wake up and get a rude text message from somebody. Now I'm going somewhere. Yesterday morning, I woke up from sleep at my job. I got a text message from one rude child. Like I always say, you see this, how will I say, self-entitlement that Nigeria have, that Nigerians have in them. Self-entitlement is a problem. Until we deal with it, we are not moving forward. You have this self-entitled. I don't know, like I called him and he hung up the phone. I'm going somewhere. He hung up the phone because I called him and asked him, how old are you in the first place? Because this guy is a young. I said, do you know that I have a child that is almost 20? And now, did your community, did your kinsmen tells you that they train me in school or contribute to my success in life, that you have that warrants you to have this self-entitlement, that warrants you, that gave you the audacity, the guts to send me this kind of useless text message you did yesterday? Just imagine you waking up from sleep. I have a text message that was supposed to fuck your day up. I'm sorry, supposed to F your day. But I hold myself. I didn't want to reply the child because he's a child. I can't be sending text message to a child. I can't come and join issue for him now. I can't make him feel important. So I allow myself to calm. And this morning I called him. He hung up the phone. Only 2 questions. First of all, I asked him a question. How old are you? He asked me, is it relevant? Like seriously, I said, what audacity? Is your audacity? I say it's relevant because I want to know your age. That guy should not be more than 20, 22. He said, I'm young, I'm not old. I said, are you aware that I have a child that's almost 20? Do you realize how old I am? Did I owe you anything? Did your kinsman tells you that I am owing you anything? Fine. And this is a guy that always check my post. Some time ago, like 3 weeks ago, I've been so down, as emotionally, financially. I've been so down. You don't know what it means for you to lose good. I don't want to put figures so that you don't get me wrong. Oh, not be duped. Nobody duped me. I'm not a greedy person. I'm not desperate for money, so nobody can dupe me. I opened my eye to put the money because I thought I was doing it. So you will not understand. So that's why it got to me. And it has to do with my kids. So he got me because I spent that money, would have built me good house in my village. How much to build 3-bedroom flats for my village? I contract a contractor. How much he tell me? So just have an idea. You don't know what people are going through. You asked me for help and I did not answer you. Doesn't mean that I don't understand. I did not help you. Doesn't mean I'm not helping others. For the love of Christ, I have 5 brothers, 2 sons. You want me to leave all those one and being a stupid person to help outside that when my house is leaking? It's only somebody that run out from Yaba left that will leave his house that is burning and be trying to quench fire from somebody's house. Once in a while, I go out of my way. I look for somebody I do the post. You come on my inbox. I pick who randomly I want to help. I help and I go. I am okay. I don't need to impress you. I don't need to impress anybody. As long as I'm impressing God, I'm impressing myself and my children. My brothers said they don't have that right to send me that text message. The only people that have rights is my children. You need to see the audacity. Is this generation for me? You are not rich. You are arrogant. You are proud. You feel self-entitled. Like, who the freaking hell are you? Who the hell are you? Some of these people I respect so much. I mean, with due respect, none of them contribute 10 naira to me, for me, in the past or in present. That's the truth. I'm just respecting these people because at a time in the life when I needed somebody to, I'm one person that appreciates effort of people. I'm that kind of person. I appreciate a lot. I've seen that is where my secret lies or success. So nobody's going to take it from me. So I appreciate people a lot. Does not mean that don't have it in your head that maybe your parents one time gave me money. No, nobody in Christ choosing. Nobody where I was growing up. Do you know what? I live on the street as 11 years old child. A child who belonged to a church with a lot of community, who came from home, both daddy and father, mommy side. Nobody had the compassion to put me inside their house. I stayed in the market for 3 good years. You know, are you crazy? What gave you that audacity to send me that kind of taste? You didn't mad? One more way. What's the color of your madness? I was born in a church, I'm not a street girl. But life happens to me. And I found myself on the streets. Nobody from Christ nobody's father gave me 10 naira. Nobody papa gave me 10 naira. I was suffering. When I say suffer, I see the back of my ear. Blessing. I said Gary, I said bread for how many years? I don't sell myself. I had every reason to be useless. I have every reason to be prostitute. I have every reason to sell myself because I'm a pretty girl. I know that from beginning. I'm pretty. I'm a smart guy. I have brain. I have any reason to do every shit I needed to do. But it was determination and the grace of God. Determination, strong will, and the grace of God and mercies of God that held me not to throw my life around. On the street, I never smoke one day. One day. The highest I do 1 bottle of Start. Red wine. I never drank hot for my life before. Chelsea, whiskey, Hennessy, name it. Never. You would not believe in Warri. I grew up in Warri, born and bred, sugar and butter in Warri. On the street, I never go to club one day. Never enter club. The very day I tried to attempt it, I saw somebody and I ran away. The first day I entered club in my life, as an adult in Dubai. A friend took me as an adult, as a mother, and I went with my children. The vacation I went with my children. I left. I said, today is mommy's day. That was the day I went to club in my life. So it was determination and the grace of God. And I said, I'm going to become somebody. So don't get it in your head. Don't get it twisted. Maybe your father helped me with money. Nobody gave me 2 naira. Nobody. The only person that had that God used to help me is Mrs. Ozumaru, my then principal. At just 3, I could not enroll. I have to step down from school. When the woman went to find her, she went to look for my mother. My parents are not poor, but life happened to me. When the woman came back and after she heard my story, she paid. That day, I told myself it's going to be the end of my school. I was crying because my friends, they know how I love school. People that went to Ogbe Secondary School, they know I was a very stubborn girl, but I love school a lot. I don't want to make this video short, long. I'm going to